Snowflakes falling big and round, twinkling lights choking out the sound. Candy canes and gingerbread, the smell of Christmas makes me see red. Santa hats on every head, I wanna burn them, leave them all for dead. Oh, it's Christmas, what a drag! Tinsel dreams in a plastic bag. The joy, the cheer, it's all pretend. Come on, let's go piss off your friends. Shiny bows on every gift make my teeth ache. Skating rinks and snowy drift feel so fake. Hot cocoa spills on frozen ground. The carolers sing, I just want them drowned. Deck the halls, yeah, deck them with rage. Rip the script, tear up the stage. Silent night now, scream it loud. Flip the slate, crush the crowd. Oh, it's Christmas, here we go. Fake smiles under mistletoe. The lights, the bells, it's all a scam. Come on, let's go ruin the fam. Snow keeps falling, bury it deep. This town's joy is a promise I won't keep. Christmas is here, yeah. Yeah, go ahead and cheer. I'll be outside smashing reindeer. Oh, it's Christmas, what a drag. Tinsel dreams in a plastic bag. The joy, the cheer, it's all pretend. Come on, let's go piss off your friends. Oh, it's Christmas, here we go. Fake smiles under mistletoe. The lights, the bells, it's all a scam. Come on, let's go ruin the fam. Snow keeps falling, bury it deep. This town's joy is a promise I won't keep. Christmas is here, yeah. Go ahead and cheer. I'll be outside smashing reindeer.
Tiny feet go pitter-patter down the snow-lit halls, checking names and checking twice behind those candy walls. Naughty sneaks and nice daydreamers written big and small. I'm the Christmas elf, I'm on the case, looking for the grins on every face. Naughty or nice, I see it all. I'm the Christmas elf who hears your call. Glitter, dust, and peppermint swirl in my little sack. One for joy and one for kindness, always got your back. Snowflakes dance and whisper secrets as I make my track. Santa's list is long and wild, but I know every single child. I'm the Christmas elf, I'm on the case, looking for the grins on every face. Naughty or nice, I see it all. I'm the Christmas elf who hears your call. Oops, a giggle caught my ear. Was it mischief or good cheer? Spill the cocoa, tell me quick. Are you clever or a trick? I'm the Christmas elf, I'm on the case, looking for the grins on every face. Naughty or nice, I see it all. I'm the Christmas elf yourself who hears your call.
We have tons of one in here. Ones.
Oh, wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Mhm.
There's probably about maybe 6 twos and however many I counted ones.
Damn. Laverne's got it right here. That's what I think too. The shirt is a little questionable. Like, that's kind of good girly shirt. But it could be like one of those cheaper ones that's not actually the wife beater material, but it's like regular cotton. Regardless of what the child is wearing, it's still she's a young girl with her.
Dana says, regardless of what the child is wearing, it still appears to be a young girl with her head shaved.
Hi. So what we're listening to, we're only going to go a little ways in. We're not going to listen to the whole thing. Lips has a lot to say about Linda, Stacy Slay, fake feds, and her. When we get to her talking about what she did with Cher, we're going to go back and listen to a video I just posted a little bit ago. And then we're going to move on to Ziggy, the stuff I said we were going to listen to earlier. We're just going to go a little part ways through all of it. I don't intend on being here longer than an hour, hour and a half. You ready? Let's go.
In my opinion.
Her face could represent a girl. I see what people are saying. I really do. But I don't know. I'm tossed now. I'm tossed because Candace like right away immediately told me who it was, and I was just like, oh, okay. And then
So is she watching?
No, I contacted her with remember I told you in chat I was gonna find out.
Yeah, I know, but how would she know what picture it was?
I sent it to her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just took a quick screenshot and sent it to her. And then she told me about the birthday party or whatever, because I didn't even know that.
Right. Lips, could you please tell us about Stacy Slay? Because everybody's been okay. Hold up, before we even go on with that
That's a big
comment.
one.
There was a conversation you had with Cher at one point in time, correct?
Yep.
Concerning Stacy Slay.
See, I don't remember that. I remember telling her, okay, one time there was right when Don and Candace, or I guess it would be Don, started pulling like those hoax and stuff and playing games with people. I took it upon myself, like I got curious and I wanted to figure out maybe what was going on in his head while he did that stuff, right? Really bad. Like it got me and my family like in jeopardy. So just for doing that, taking screenshots of what I was saying over to Shannon, to saying them to her, and then another brought 2 more people into it, and then it turned into like information all about Ernie. I'm gonna turn them in. All this crazy stuff's gonna happen, and like she sent me a few voice messages, phone numbers, and I said I don't need to call them on my phone. You can get a hold of me on Facebook, just like you did. And you got to be the problem. They had to have my phone number and they had to have my address.
Yep. They always wanted me to be in touch with this person or that person, and I would like there was a couple of them I'd feel them out after he'd bring them up so many damn times, and finally I stopped. Like I was like, no, Don. I would just be like, he'd give me all these names and numbers, and I wouldn't do shit with them because I'm like, I'm done with this. So the one day they actually had me on, and they put me on, and they were like, oh, something about the bikers, and they were like, hold on a minute, and they had this whole fucking operation thing going on behind the scenes, making me thinking that they're making me believe I'm on the phone with like the head of some Hell's Angel person. Yeah, and they,
You do know not long after Summer went missing, I'm going to show you. AT Motorcycle Club members indicted for armed assault against rivals. Oh no, this is the wrong one. Sorry, guys. Give me a minute. I should be able to share this. Why am I so big on my screen? This was last year, August 8th, Knoxville, Tennessee, because the video ain't working, and that's Roush. That's who we've been talking about. Knoxville, Tennessee, members of a motorcycle gang were arraigned in court Thursday morning, and the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation held a press conference announcing the more than a dozen people put behind bars. Let's see if I could click on this. No. TBI director David Roush did not mince words when talking about the Pagan Motorcycle Gang. Let's be clear, they are nothing more than a criminal organization made up of cowardly thugs, Roush said. 14 people have been... Oh, it's jumping everywhere. Sorry, guys. Where was I?
Narcotics investigation. Story for you, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation says 14 people are in custody following a narcotics investigation. The Pagan Motorcycle Club became the focal point for TBI's Drug Investigation Division as information was gathered about the group's drug distribution efforts. TBI Director David Roush telling 6 News information showed Richard Carroll Baker and Brian Baston Fox were leading the drug operation. Now, 15 people have been charged, with 14 in custody, all facing charges for methamphetamine distribution and possession of more than 300 grams.
I think this investigation provides more proof of how these gangs, known to engage in illegal activity, are attempting to take root in our communities. We can't let that happen. As I have stated many times over the several years in policing, drugs, violence, and death are interrelated.
12 of the 14 in custody were arraigned in court this morning. The next court date has not yet been determined.
All I'm saying is Cher maybe should have paid attention to that, just because we know it happens. All right. I mean, not Cher, Lips. Bitch.
So
Right.
one night they were all drunk and whatever, and we were just chatting or whatever, and he was on the phone with Cher and they were fighting or something. I don't know what was going on. And he said something like, Lips, you should call her or text her or whatever and tell her that you're a cop or something like that. I have to pull it up. I still have the conversation somewhere. And say that you're Shannon. I think he said Shannon Biggs or something. I'm like, who's Shannon Biggs? And he's, I don't know, just make up a name. So he didn't. So it was kind of weird. So then I did that, but the whole time I'm asking questions like, why, and what are we doing, and whatever.
They are whatever, they're out of it now, but now they run this undercover PI shit, and then there's like this lady go, hold on, now let me get blah blah blah. I don't even remember the names, but it was a whole fucking production. I'm sitting here on the phone like a dumbass just listening to them, and my husband's like, this is bullshit right away, because he's all like, yeah, I did this, I did that, like, everybody knows.
That's what I'm hearing.
That shit, if they're really like, like, it was just bullshit. It was always a production. It was always a prank. There was always something they were trying to get them to go and do.
Yeah. Do you remember when a TBI agent, Shannon Biggs, then there's like a number.
Yeah.
Do you remember that person, picture they said just originated, blah, blah, blah. Hold on, I'm reading. You understand what I'm saying? I'm like reading this. Hold on. Let me get my text messages. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I think I know exactly what you mean. When the TBI was like, you have information, we're coming to your door. We'll be there. Give me your name and your location. I'm like, if this is the TBI, you already know my location.
Yes, listen to what I'm saying though. I got text messages and just read that. It wasn't a screenshot. I got into my text messages and just read that to you. You understand what I'm saying?
They had you send that shit to me?
Yeah. And I wanted to, the only reason why I did it is because remember, you guys were saying they were doing that.
So what she's saying is Dawn was really fucked up one night. The first night she ever talked to Dawn, Candace zoomed the camera on him. Him and Candace got into a fight. Dawn beat Candace's ass, and then Lips decided to pretend she was a fake Fed for Dawn. To Candace and to Cher. Or maybe not Candace, but to Cher. Lips, why didn't you call the police when Dawn beat Candace up? I'm going to replay that so you can hear it. Then we're going to go listen to her tell the same story on Nana. See if there's any inconsistencies, as well as listen to what she has to say about Linda and Stacy Slay. Let me replay this for you.
Really bad. Like it got me and my family like in jeopardy. So just for doing that, taking screenshots of what I was saying over to Shannon, to saying them to her, and then another brought two more people into it, and then it turned into like information all about Ernie. I'm gonna turn them in. All this crazy stuff's gonna happen, and like she sent me a few voice messages, phone numbers, and I said I don't need to call them on my phone. You can get a hold of me on Facebook just like you did. And they got to be the problem. They had to have my phone number and they had to have my address.
Yep. They always wanted me to be in touch with this person or that person, and I would like there was a couple of them I'd feel them out after he bring them up so many damn times, and finally I stopped. Like, I was like, no, Don. I would just be like, he'd give me all these names and numbers, and I wouldn't do shit with them because I'm like, I'm done with this. So the one day they actually had me on, and they put me on, and they were like, oh, something about the bikers, and they were like, hold on a minute. And they had this whole fucking operation thing going on behind the scenes, thinking that they're making me believe I'm on the phone with like the head of some Hell's Angel person. Yeah. And they, they are whatever, they're out of it now, but now they run this like, undercover PI shit. And then there's like this lady, go, hold on. Now let me get blah, blah, blah. I don't even remember the names, but it was a whole fucking production. I'm sitting here on the phone like a dumbass just listening to them. And my husband's like, this is bullshit right away because he's all like, yeah, I did this. I did that. Like, everybody knows nobody's bragging about that shit if they're really like, like it was just bullshit. It was always a production. It was always a prank. There was always something they were trying to get me to go and do.
Yeah. Do you remember when a TBI agent, Shannon Biggs, then there's like a number.
Yeah.
Do you remember that person, picture they said just originated, blah, blah, blah. Hold on, I'm reading. You understand what I'm saying? I'm like reading this. Hold on. Let me get in my text messages. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I think I know exactly what you mean. When the TBI was like, you have information, we're coming to your door. We'll be there. Give me your name and your location. I'm like, if this is the TBI, you already know my location.
Yes, listen to what I'm saying though. I got text messages and just read that. It wasn't a screenshot. I got into my text messages and just read that to you. You understand what I'm saying?
They had you send that shit to me?
Yeah. And I wanted to, the only reason why I did it is because remember, you guys were saying they were doing that. And that was the first time I ever talked to Don, like she ever turned the camera towards Don. And fucking, like, they were all mad. And, I think that was the same night that he beat her up and shot himself in the ankle. Like, might have been the same night.
Thank you.
He thought, let's go over that picture. Ethan Wise in that white truck.
Yes. And then TBI is coming to you. Tell me how to get to you. We're on our way. I'm like, TBI knows where I'm at.
Tell her to piss her off. Do this. I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing that. And I was explaining to him what it would do, right? And he's like, no. So I'm like, all right. I said, I'll do it.
You should read.
It was a setup. I was waiting for this day. I wanted to turn it to TV. I'm like, wait a minute. I just did that. I'm going to get trouble now. So I didn't do that.
That is so funny.
I wanted to be able to tell the world, though, that
I get it.
It's fake.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
you should read them. You should read the text messages.
All right.
That's
start at the top.
Okay.
This is TBI agent Shannon Biggs, and he told me to rattle off some numbers. We need to know where that picture you sent to us originated from. We have been looking into this person of interest and can't seem to find him. Is that picture, or is this a picture that you have taken yourself? That was me. Sharon said, no, it's not. And I emailed it to TBI a few minutes ago. This has been sent in and passed out to a few creators now, which is very, very true because I've had it for like months at that time. I assumed it was fake, she says, but send it in to be sure. Not sure I believe this is actually TBI or not, but whatever. And then she sends me the screenshot that she sent to the TBI for verification, right? So Don's like, oh man, what's going on, and telling me to do shit. So he asked again. Go ahead, he asked again. Yes, we need to know where the picture originated. Because that white truck is a picture of Ethan's friend's truck, because it's in a lot of his pictures. We have an officer located in your area and would like to send one out to find out where you got that picture. Can we please get your full address? She said, nope. TBI has my information on file, and I do not trust this. Sorry. I said, okay, contact the main office. I'll contact the main office for that info, and an officer will contact you shortly.
Yeah.
No, this is fucking dumb. Like, what are you gonna do now? Like, no cops gonna go around.
That's why I was like, okay. I woke up the next day and I told my husband, I'm like, well, no cops showed up, so.
He didn't lose no sleep over it.
Oh God, that is funny.
Yeah, that's the only time though anything was me. I don't know who else was really doing that stuff though.
Oh God, everyone is a mom. Yeah.
Cops can't even. baby, everybody. Yeah, there's already rumors saying that fucking there was one going around doing that. So it had to have been multiple, not just one. And he was letting randos do that. It was the first time I ever talked to him. Not only talked to Candace for like a little while. See what they something. I guess I talked to her for a few weeks. This was December 2nd.
Babe, we got the TBI agent on the phone right now.
I want to talk to you, sir.
She demands to talk to you. She's sending agents.
We're going across the bridge from the St. Marie. Watch out from there.
Oh my god. Oh, do you guys do you understand that this is not normal behavior for people with a missing daughter?
So that was the first time she told the story of her pretending to be a fake TBI agent. Now we're going to go listen to Nana, and this is what she did the night of the hoax call. It was December 20th. I believe she gives the date on Nana. The night of the hoax call, Dawn beat Candace up, and instead of calling the police, Lips decides to go on shares and pretend she's a fake TBI agent named Shannon Briggs. You're so smart, Lips.
And I was kind of glad on that one. But he wanted me to pretend to be a cop or whoever because she put out that picture of Ethan Wise. And
Yeah.
it wasn't really Ethan Wise. I think it was Ethan Wise's her alleged something to do with Robin's truck and Ethan Wise's truck next to each other or something like that. What? What are you doing? These are mine.
But so did you use the name Stacy? Whatever
No.
it's like.
Shannon Briggs or something like that. So that might be why people get that confused. But I have been friends with you guys all have heard Linda then obviously, right? I remember when you were okay. Linda. That name's the big name in the Stacey Slay thing. Everybody's blaming Linda. They don't know if Linda or Bizzle brought the Stacey Slay and blah blah blah. Linda's okay, the daycare lady. How about that? Does that ring a bell?
Anyways.
Yeah, if they're following, they know. Well, I've been in contact with her throughout this whole thing. It's not you. I fixed it. Look, I got it. That's all gone. Will you bring her to her dad?
Well, you're talking about the one that's supposed to have been Summer's babysitter.
Yeah, and that was never. That's never true. She never babysat. Remember, I'm on panel. Please shut my door. Thank you. Don't hurt her anyway. He's got her upside down. Mommy. I forget where I was at. What did you just say to me?
I said that was supposed to have been
the
babysitter.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, the real story is she only had a kid of a foreman that worked at Tucker. It had nothing to do with Tucker. It has nothing to do with. She didn't even know that dude even worked there until way after we all found out that Don had worked there, and then she was.
We all found out. However, Lips, she was with Penny day one, right? Driving around for Penny. So when did you come into the picture with Linda? That's what I'd really like to know. I read it earlier. I'm going to play my really short live from this morning. I want you guys to listen. Give me 1 minute here. Hold on, because I can't play the song. Listen to the Discords. I slowed them down and read them for you. Listen to how Linda talks about law enforcement to bring out the Discord and read them to you. This is going to be a very short live. I just want to read this. I'm not going to be able to see chat. I just want you guys to hear what was going on in the Discords. So, Kelly Fustos, penny for your thoughts in a jiffy. Now, I think DCMM and in a jiffy is the same person, but I don't know. If somebody could straighten that out for me, that would be fantastic. Kelly Fustos, penny for your thoughts in a jiffy. Welcome to the beginning of the Kelly Fustos, penny for your thoughts in a jiffy group. Penny for your thoughts added Kelly Fustos to the group 10/1/2021. They had a 3-hour call. Penny for your thoughts added DMCC to the group. In a jiffy says, so angry about the situation with Chris. I missed the live. Let's wait for it to move on. I slowed it down really good. Oh, a little too fast. Let's wait for it to move up. Yeah, it sucks, but I think he will be back. I've been trying to call, text you, called and texted your phone, called on here and emailed you. I was trying to see if Chris changed his mind before I went live. And a jiffy says, no, hold on, let me let it move up. Come on, I might have slowed it down a little too much. No, he did not. I'm sorry that I did not answer Penny. I was out with my boys and left my phone on a nightstand. We were out getting school clothes and groceries since I'm leaving tomorrow. Well, Linda don't have no boys, so I'm confused. Penny for your thought says, it's okay. The live was successful. We had a wonderful chat. Messages was put out and well received. I wonder if Bivens and Lawson's are passing their pants. I will know short. And a jiffy says, I will know shortly because we have a call. Then they send this GIF. And a jiffy says, oh my God, we must be related. So what's that mean? Are you related to Penny, Linda? With laughy faces. Penny for your thought says, I'm kind of nervous. They're going to be like, find this Penny person and feed her to the fish. And a jiffy says, don't worry, Penny. I promise we will be okay. Penny for your thought says, please let me know if it goes. Please let me know if how it goes and what the temperature is. And a jiffy says, I definitely will. Let's let it move up. If Chris would have been in that live, it probably wouldn't have gone the direction it did because I planned on being quiet and letting Chris and Linda talk. Chris probably is glad he didn't join since I called out the BS and called out TBI and Lawson in Washington County. That's Penny. Now, Penny's not from Tennessee, so why would she be calling out Washington County? That's odd to me. Okay. Kelly Fustos enters. Hello, I just took a bike ride and am sweating myself into an A cup. Let's wait for it to go up. DMCC enters. I think they will look for me before you, Penny, and no LE by my health yet. Kelly Fustos says, how are you ladies doing today? Hope everything is well. Bear with me. I'm going to let it slide up a little. Penny for your thought says, I have a massive headache, but other meds I have are PM and I'm not ready for sleep. So LOL. And a jiffy says, I can relate, Penny. Pounding the EOC call is popping right now. RL and Bivens, that's Ronnie Lawson, and Bivens are mildly annoyed and behaving like scared little boys. Kelly Fustos, have you, I can't read that, it's too small. How are you doing? They were replying. And a jiffy says, pretty good, Kelly. How are you? Penny says, oh my God. What are they saying that makes you think they're scared? And a jiffy says, don't stress, Penny. Roush will get answers. I do believe him because they're talking about investigating Hawkins County Sheriff Department and Ronnie Lawson. Said there's nothing to find and Bivens is crying about people talking about him. Roush said we are going to talk about it until we get to the damn bottom of it. This is good for Summer and Christopher. Roush is not happy and said that he will not tolerate misconduct of any kind. Christopher is Linda's son. This is pretty much them fucking with the FBI, the feds, the TBI, the police. Penny for your thoughts. They need to question the parents. DMCC. My head is hurting too, but I'm afraid meds will knock me out. I'll be up at 2 a.m. Let me let it scroll up a little. In a jiffy. He is alluding to the fact that FBI will be allowed to question them on Monday. He is still talking. DMCC. I didn't tell you about the other night, Penny. Penny for your thoughts. Oh gosh, please don't tell me they're going to try to shut down the channel, to shut me up. That Bivens guy seems like he'd come find me. DMCC. John Q put me to sleep and I was sleeping so good and you came on and scared the poop out of me. In a jiffy. They are definitely letting the pressure. Roush's tone is completely different. Penny for your thoughts. I'm so happy and so scared at the same time. Let me come check chat. Nothing. Okay. Penny replying, oh gosh, please don't. I can't read that. They're going to try to shut down the channel. And a jiffy says, absolutely not going to happen. Penny gives her a thumbs up. Let me see if I can fast forward it. And a jiffy says, they won't keep Chris down either. Chris and Roush are very good friends. This is Chris McDonough. She's trying to say Chris McDonough is really good friends with Bivens and Roush, the FBI team. How would you know this, Linda? They won't keep Chris down either. Chris and Roush are very good friends. I'm not worried. Chris is very vocal about who in YouTube he supports. Then there's a reply to something Penny said. Kelly Fusto says, thank you, Penny, for all you're doing. Heart. And a jiffy's replying to something. I can't see it. Thank you for all you're doing for AJ, Kelly Fusto says to Linda. Yes, a big thank you to all of you. Thank you to everyone that loves summer, DMCC says. Sweet, sweet baby Jesus. Dawn had another slip of the tongue about how Summer is getting, he has either seen her in person or pictures. Can't wait to get back. DMCC says, I heard that. I want them to haul him in and question him. Penny says, are they talking about that? And a jiffy says, I will work around the clock to follow him everywhere. So here she is admitting to stalking Dawn Wells. Linda's stalking Dawn Wells, and she's admitting to it. The bitch that fucking sued me. You fucking cunt. I will work around the clock to follow him everywhere he goes. He rides the hauler like he has money to burn. DMCC says, sad he has this much money and hasn't done crap to that shack. And a jiffy says, Voldemort is up on the hill. That place is a terror scene. Let me let it swirl up. DMCC says, you won't catch me up there. And a jiffy says, it's a scary place for sure. Penny for your thoughts says, how do you know that? And a jiffy says, I threw my clothes away after my first visit and stayed in the shower for over an hour. They just gave an update on the something. So Linda's stating she's been to the Wells home and she had to go throw her clothes away after being at the Wells home. But this bitch is suing me. DMCC, I was just watching a video. It seems all around Christmas that Summer was cleared up, has nice clothes on. Then about May, things change. Were photos part of the plan? Makes you wonder. And a jiffy says, yes, staging. So many pictures. Some are with her legs spread open. So you're putting SA on Summer in a jiffy. DMCC says, sickening. And a jiffy says, waiting to hear who is on patrol tonight. So they're also monitoring the police to see who's on patrol, as if they have a direct line to the police. DMCC says, hopefully someone will arrest them. And a jiffy says, okay, he leaves the hill. He is to be stopped and given, hold on, let me let that scroll up. Field sobriety tested and arrested. If anyone fails to comply, they will be disciplined accordingly. No more free passes. Asking now if everyone understands. So in a jiffy is saying that Dawn is going to be arrested anytime he leaves the hill. And he has to have field sobriety tests. DMCC says, I'm sure Roush doesn't want any black marks on them. And a jiffy says he used the term skid statement. Skid, I can't see this. On his agency. Oh. Skid something on his agency in the case. Didn't TCC and Scott use that on a live? The MCC says Scott did. He has made my night. The MCC says, gives me some hope. I'm curious why nobody's ever slowed these down and read them before. And a jiffy says, it's time to wrap things up, ladies and gentlemen, and all of the bullshit going on ends tonight. He expects to have some productive week and find summer. Warning to all, don't be in the area. You have no business in, and you better be bringing your A game. This is not a junior varsity. He is so pissed off, big mad. Hopefully that mad turns into progress, the MCC says. I have never heard him this angry, says in a jiffy. Anger can be productive and put words into actions, the MCC says. Absolutely. Ronnie Lawson tried to interject and he just told them that not today, Lawson, with an angry face, says in a jiffy. The MCC says, good for him. He needs to be put in his place. In a jiffy says, first public smackdown. I am something how this call is going. Hopefully they get this moving. In a jiffy, if you're not equipped to handle yourself or your duties, then it will not be a problem to replace you permanently. Oh my God. The MCC says, whoa, it's getting done. In a jiffy says, this call has been going on for an hour and a half. The MCC says, he's got a lot to say. In a jiffy says, clearly, do your fucking job and be safe. I can't read that. Call ended. Wow. Go, Mr. Roush. In a jiffy. Just received a message from our AIC, and we are having a private call in 15 minutes. The MCC says, praying for good news for the case. In a jiffy says, me too. Please pray. This has to change ASAP. The MCC sends prayer hands. Penny says, pal, right in a kisser. In a jiffy says, yes, ma'am. In a jiffy says, Chris is the only something EB at this time. Penny for your thoughts says, you in chat? In a jiffy says, I'm on a conference call with my AIC, but listening. Penny says, what is AIC? Batwoman. Agent in charge, says in a jiffy. So this is them pretending that they're talking to the fake Fed. They're pretending they're talking to Roush and Lawson and all the FBI and the TBI. This is fucking bullshit, is what this is. Oh, I want to be you when I grow up, kid. You're so cool. Funny Roush is so mad based on what a small channel on YouTube says. He must have already suspected it all. In a jiffy says, yes, but according to Roush, he is embarrassed by the number of calls about what's supposed to be LE professionals' conduct. He plans to get to the bottom of it. Penny for your thought says, well, TBI and Hawkins County Sheriff Department haven't been on the same page since day one. In a jiffy says, not at all. Bring your A game. Preach. In a jiffy says, something Chris has admitted the fake, I can't read that, guys, I'm sorry, message to see if he come over after her live. She wasn't responding while I asked her to reach out to him for something today when I couldn't get a hold of you. I even, let me see if I could see it, emailed him he never replied. Nice to see him smiling though. Things will be changing in East Tennessee. Hawkins County Sheriff Department is being investigated. Please keep raising awareness about Hawkins County Sheriff Department. The members of this community are financing corruption, unbeknownst to them. Terrible crimes, Penny. Advise them to always look to the leaders and demand transparency, accountability. If they suspect shit, report it to TBI Roush. Penny for your thoughts. Email, phone, with question marks. And they will pay him for those interviews. Director David Roush. In a jiffy sends a picture. They think this shit's cute. Playing games with the FBI agencies in Summer's case. It's real fucking cute, guys. Fake Fed much? Penny for your thoughts. Come on, Batwoman. Feed me words. Let me speak for you. Roush is TBI.gov or something. Is that email public info or I will be doxing him? Or will I be doxing him, Penny says. So she's given information for Penny to put out there on Roush. An email address. There's just a bunch of screenshots connecting to Roush, how Penny can get in touch with Roush. Penny for your thoughts says, oh my God, okay. Woo, it's old. in a jiffy. Public, and so are the others. I'm sending you people that I know and trust. David is a fine man with a family. I have never heard him speak like he did tonight. Listen to the video on YouTube. He inherited a damn disaster, taking over as director. In a jiffy says, having a smoke myself. You go, girl. Ask the question. Why did any member of Elliewood investigation... wait, let me go back. Ask the question why any member of Ellie would supply alcohol to a POI in a criminal investigation. Candace needed a 5150. Hold, not an Ellie enabler. Rex of wanting them out of it and not speaking. He knows who he is and he is listening. Penny says, David's email. Keep in a jiffy says, keep sharing great work. I'm pulling together videos of importance for you. Demand transparency and accountability. If you have something to say, your identity will not be shared. Scott H has recipes. Love me some mayo. Penny for your thought says, he's winding down. I'll just cover what you send on true crime commentary. In a jiffy says, drelsh@tbi.gov. It's a email address again. drelsh. Penny for your thought says, sent you a private message. That's it. So what you see here is them playing games. Oh my God, Pam, I was laughing so hard at one of your jokes last night in Boobers. Which one was it, Earl? Not just
talking about it, and the dude's like, well, I work there. So it wasn't, it's nothing to do with Tucker Construction whatsoever. Yeah, oh man, you got to slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Donnie, please.
Um,
Oh my gosh.
let's investigate together says, but why would anyone be a federal agent or a cop? What the fuck?
Did you not hear my explanation? Is we were is Don was doing those hoax, and that's what he wanted to do that night was another hoax on sheriff. But I didn't write exactly what all he was saying. I was just writing random whatever I felt like it. He hadn't shown him anything I was writing, but he wanted me. Yeah, he wanted me to. I guess stop maybe the. I guess I don't know why he'd want to stop the euthanized things. That was all debunked though.
Right.
Unless it had something to do with maybe Robbins.
Right. Do you think that you said that you know that's not Journey, right?
No. Journey's only a year.
so you guys get the point. Lips has more than once pretended to be the fake Fed. You see her best friend Linda playing games, pretending she's talking to the real TBI agent. I kept saying FBI, I apologize. In Summer's case, as well as others, telling that to YouTube creators like Penny, making Penny believe that there's a fake Fed named Stacy Slay. You hear Lips say, oh, they're accusing my friend Linda. I truly believe it was her friend Linda playing fucking games. Linda has been in this community trying to take down a TBI since day one because she's mad about her son's death. There's a problem with Linda. Linda absolutely knew Dawn worked at that job site day one. Lips lied because she was driving around for Penny. It's absolutely insane. All right, moving on. Now that I've covered that, my next is a Ziggy Live. We're just going to listen for a little bit because I want you to get a hint of what Ziggy was doing very early on, going to all of Candace's family and friends and reaching out to whoever she could. The date of this live is September 20th, 2021. She invites Candace's sister Jeannie, an old best friend from when they were 16 years old, on panel. This is all the way in September, as soon as Ziggy gets her channel.
No, she's not going to go on camera. This is impromptu, guys. Like, I didn't think that I didn't think this was gonna happen right now. Okay, so I'm gonna add her, but it looks like her camera's off. Okay, so you there?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. Oh my god, I'm so happy that you showed up. I took you off camera just in case your camera came on. So basically right now all you see is my little circle, but we don't see you, so that's good. You're not on camera or anything. And I think it's so awesome that you showed up. Like I was talking about how I messaged you back when this case first broke. And I was like, oh my gosh, I remember I was talking to this lady and I told him a little bit about what we were talking about and how your experience with and by the way, guys, this is all, like I said earlier, just alleged. Okay, it's let's, you know, this is her experience, and don't, I mean, so anyways, so basically what was the backstory? How did you meet these people?
I mean, school and the bus, and then my parents were friends with the I don't really want to say names, but
No.
I mean, we're friends with most of them. So, and I was young too. I was young too when this all happened. I want to say I was like 15, 16.
Oh, when this situation happened. And then
Yep.
you were, okay, so at the time, basically what happened is you were dating a guy, right?
That she was sleeping with, and I had no idea about it until I seen the messages and was told about it.
Oh wow. So,
Yeah.
Basically, allegedly, we'll say Jeannie was sleeping with your ex. We'll say allegedly.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, and she began harassing you, right?
Yep.
And that was
well, they all wanted to come over and talk about it, which I was like, I was fine with it because, you know, her boyfriend, now husband at the time, wanted to, you know, get things straight and seeing if it was true and whatnot, and wanted to get it all off his chest, which I don't know why it kept getting brought up again like it happened. And I don't know why they had to keep on with it, you know.
Yeah. Is that the screenshots you share with me, like the J name, the first name Jeremy that used to date Jeannie supposedly?
Oh, they're married now. Yep.
Oh, okay. So it looked like at the time though he was possibly wanting to leave her. It seemed like it.
I know it. Well, I think he's scared. I think that's part of it too.
Wow.
Lots of questions. One is, how does Ziggy and PG have so much contact with so many so close to the case? That's number one. Number two, what does Candace's sister Jeannie have to do with Summer or Rose going missing? Has this brought anything to fruition? Has it found Summer? Has it found Rose? Has it caused confusion? Ziggy, you've been doing this since way before Fred. We're going to listen another couple minutes because Ziggy goes on to say, I can answer one of my own questions, that she seen her in a chat in Facebook and messaged her. However, I don't believe that. Something in me tells me Ziggy has known a lot of people from Ben Hill in the area for a long time. I explained that in my earlier live. Deeply.
But I don't know. That's my opinion on it.
Okay, so what was it? Did you hear these threats like yourself?
Yeah.
What can you share, like what allegedly was said?
So they came over to talk and discuss it, and I don't know. I feel like if you say something like this, obviously you did it. Well, because why would you just say this? But she told him, she goes, I know plenty of burial spots. I can bury you like I did my sister and stuff. And I'm like, just like, holy crap. And at the time, you're so freaked out, like you don't even know you're like.
So she's accusing Jeannie of unaliving Rose Bly. But if you remember correctly, everybody was saying Candace did it. She was under the driveway. Anybody remember that? But here's somebody early on blaming the other sister that Ziggy brings. It has nothing to do with Summer. September 21st, 2021. Ziggy literally started her channel that week.
Like, holy crap, did you just say that? Like, and then for her to sit here and deny it.
Yeah. So, and you were young too. I mean, so when you heard something like that, you probably took a. I mean, why would somebody say that about their sister?
Right. If they didn't do it.
Yeah.
And then she came back the next day to my house. I was taking a nap. Justin was in the shower, and she came into my house, didn't knock on my door or anything, just came in and came into my bedroom, and I woke up with her by the foot of my bed.
Ew, are you serious?
Dead serious. And I sat up and I'm like, what are you doing? She goes, I'm just here to talk. I'm just here to talk. I said, you need to leave. No, I'm just here to talk. I need to talk to you about all this. And she's like, I need to find my sister. I need to go get her. I know where she is. I need to get her. I need to do this. And
You get the point. I don't have to do this no more. He knows the area, landowners, histories of families, the drug scene, etc. Fred is very educated on the land. He knew more about Jody Sue and Andy's land in my chat than Andy did. Him and Andy were talking about it one day in my chat, and Fred knew exactly where the driveway ends, where it begins. Fred is very well versed on the land in Ben Hill Road. So is his sister Ellie. It's quite strange. All right, moving on, because this is going to be a short live because I did a lot today, guys. Here's another one Ziggy brought out. However, Ziggy wouldn't give the name of the human attached to this. We're going to listen for a bit. Here's a link to the video for those of you that want to revisit it and listen to the whole interview. I'm going to go about 8 minutes. Maybe 15. We'll see. I want to know who this lady is. Ziggy, you should answer.
Don Wells call. I do have a Don Wells call to show you guys tonight. I was just waiting for the right moment to switch over to that because we were, moving from a heavy topic. Let me pull that up. It is, let's see here. It is 30 minutes long, guys. Oops. And it's not a call between me. It is, I hope I have everything bleeped out of this call, that like names and stuff. But it's a call between, it was supposedly on November 14th of, so 14th of this month, 2 weeks ago. And it must have been the same time as some interview that Don had. I think this was the same night. No, the next night after he came on here and said the N-word. Let me check when that video was done. Because I remember that video I named Don Wells Goes Bonkers. Let me see if that's the, it can't be that because that was only, Don Wells Goes Bonkers video is just, yes, it was. So this is the same night that he said, it's either the same night he said the N-word on here or it was the day after. What do you address my moms again, Karen, about? Who's leaving every other comment? About what? Oh no. You guys, I've got a call. You know who it is? Hello? You know I'm live, right? I mean, you're not. No, I'm not. Do you want me to put you on speakerphone? Are you sure you know you're not? You say you're not supposed to go on lives. No, I did not. Who said that? Here.
Why would I kidnap my own kid?
Who said you kidnap your own kid? I did. You're on speakerphone. You're on speakerphone. I did not say you kidnap your own kid. What do you mean?
Why would I kidnap my own
Is that, guys, was that what I said? Don, you're on speakerphone. I'm just warning you. You're on speakerphone.
And you sitting there running your mouth.
We're going over theories. I just said.
You know, I have a theory that you're a dumb bitch. Is that a good?
Don, are you drinking tonight?
No.
Because you would not be acting like this if you weren't.
It's a theory. It's just a theory, eh?
Did I say that he kidnapped his daughter?
Man, you sitting there running your mouth. And you're saying all kind of stupid shit.
We're watching the News Nation. And it was not, that's not what I said, Don. That's not what I said. But I will rewind it. I will rewind it.
I got all kind of theories too. What's up, baby? Shut up. Why in the fuck is it so impossible for somebody to fucking kidnap our kid? Why
I said it would be one of the 5 people that were around her that day.
Who was?
I said it would be one of the 5 that were around her that day.
Oh, nobody could come up here and just kidnap her, huh? That's impossible, right?
Not a random, no.
Oh, okay. That's impossible.
A random?
What the fuck is she?
A random?
What the fuck is she, man? Shut up.
Hey, let Candace, I mean, you're yelling too, so why can't Candace yell?
No, man, you sitting there running your big fucking cock stuffing dick looking mouth and saying all kinds of shit.
We're going over the News Nation videos, and I said it was one of the 5. And I said, didn't I say that you're not letting me explain myself here, please?
Fuck you.
Somebody, you're not letting me explain what I said.
No.
I said,
you guys ain't looking at the facts. Y'all sitting there running your
we're
mouth.
watching your interview today.
No, fuck all you niggers.
Hey!
Fuck all you bitches and hoes.
Oh, why did you have to say, Don, I know you're drunk right now. You would not have said that had you not been drunk. You're live. You're live right now. Why are you saying this stuff?
Because you sitting there saying all kind of hateful shit about us. One of the 5. Fuck you. No, man, I'm tired of hearing your bullshit.
I said one of the 5. No, and I said, listen, can you let me finish? I actually said that Don thinks, you mentioned.
Fuck you. I'm sick of all you. Go ahead and keep running your mouth about us all night long, whatever makes you fucking happy.
Actually, I was going to move on from the topic, but I am. I already said, have you not been, you must have just joined.
No, I'm sick of y'all. Y'all say it's impossible.
Hey, no, I'm not going to. Glitter Queen, no, I'm not going to have to.
You know so fucking much. What the fuck happened to her?
We're going over theories. You said today, your comment today was that you said that that Candace, the only mistake was Candace made the wrong friend. And I was saying he's talking about Allie. That's what I said.
None of you have no evidence. You just keep running your mouth.
Don't you think it's aren't you suspecting Allie?
When you don't know shit about nothing, you just run your fucking mouth constantly 24/7 on my daughter's fucking over my daughter so you can make money because you don't give a damn actually. You don't care. You sit there running my daughter's name in the ground and me and my wife's name in the ground 24/7. You don't give a fuck because
I'll rewind and listen to what I said, but I don't think I said that you abducted her. I don't think that I said you abducted her. I was just watching the freaking or the video. I hadn't seen it.
You have that little bitch on your channel.
No, I don't. It's a video. I was watching the News Nation videos from today.
Well, whatever. You do have a little bitch on your channel.
Well, I didn't. I mean, I could see that he was on. Yeah, we're watching. It's about summer. I mean,
it's not about summer. It's about you. It's about Chris Dam. It's about
Well, Chris McDonough was talking about.
It's not about summer at all. We're sick of y'all. Not one of you can just. It doesn't matter.
What is it? I don't understand what upset you because I haven't. This wasn't even that bad. I don't understand.
Everybody you know that Summer was abducted, but you got to keep running her name in the ground and keep running us in the ground because y'all don't give a fuck about nobody.
She was abducted by somebody she knows. I don't think there's any way that she just randomly.
Because you can run your mouth just like.
You know she was abducted by somebody she knows. You know she was abducted by somebody she knows. You know she. You know she was abducted by somebody that you guys know. You even said that Candace made the wrong friend. So you're thinking it too.
Candace had told the truth from the beginning, but y'all too good to listen to the truth.
Oh my gosh, I'm just repeating what you said earlier. I'm just repeating what you just said.
Listen. My story hasn't changed from day one, and it never will because I told the truth from day one, and so is Candace, and it never will change. It will always be the same because we've always told the truth. We have nothing to lie about. So listen, this is the story from day one. Summer was abducted. Why don't you all help us find her instead of being...
That's what we're trying to figure out. We're playing news clips that you freaking just... Guys. So, okay, fine. Don Wells call. This is a call that was... Dusty didn't want you to message her. This chat needs to slow down. Is it really going that fast? We only have 737. Usually it doesn't need to slow down until... Let me see here. I don't know if he should have this world. Anyways, we will move on from that. Somebody mentioned it and I just gave my thoughts, like, you know. So Don Wells phone call. This is a phone call between a lady and Don, the 14th, the night of the N-word, I think, or was it next? Actually, it was the next night because it was Brian Hinton interview because he actually references it in here. So it was the night of the Brian Hinton interview. The next night because N-word was the same night as Brian Hinton. It was either the N-word night or the night after. Anyways, and she sent me this a while back, but you know she didn't want it shared. But she, you know, had to change her heart and decided to. So it's a phone call. But the first part of it, it starts out kind of slow. It's just like, hey, how are you? Oh, thank you. Happy housewarming. So happy for you and your awesome daughter. Real name Janice Gibbs. Oh, thank you, Janice. Yeah, your name. You did get to go by Janice on here. Thank you so much. U.S. Marine Corps wife. I'm gonna get a picture. So cute. Anyways, yeah, I agree. Or I would be very upset about it. What did May say? Oh no. What did she say? I know if anyone tells you to do anything, you want to do off I'm sorry. I'm sorry, May. Now I feel bad. Okay. download call. This is, like I said, 2 weeks ago, and that's just a little bit of backstory. I guess we'll listen to the whole thing, right? Some of it may be boring to you, but some it starts to get a little bit like there's definitely some things said in this that are like quite shocking. You're gonna be like, oh my god, we gotta remember they're of course buzzed. Had been drinking, so we have to decipher what's true or what's just alcohol speaking or what's them, joking, this or that. Anyways, all right, thank you, May. I'm sorry. Look like a bunch of potato heads in the picture with all the eyes. All right, I guess we'll just listen to the whole thing. Maybe I'll stop like I don't know every 10 minutes or so, or every 5 minutes, unless there's not anything that's said that's like shocking, and then we'll just keep going.
Hey, Don. Not too much. How are you? Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she's right next to you.
Oh, that's nice. I'm glad you're talking to your sister.
Yeah. We'll talk about these things. Like sharp ass or something. It's a lot. I know.
Yeah. People are really shitty in this world.
Yeah. What do you mean, buddy?
How's Candace doing?
She's sitting right here with the big old mad, hating everybody.
Oh, gosh. Don't hate everybody. Candace, we love you.
We love you, Candace. But she's mean. She's really mean.
Candace is mean?
Yeah, she's mean.
Oh.
No, she don't gotta hang up. Yeah. Really, Candace?
Hey, Candace, I really want to talk to you.
Oh, talk to her, baby. Candace, she wants to talk to you.
Candace.
This is women's hour.
Candace, I just want to be a support for you. I'm not out here to hurt you. I promise.
What time you talk to you? I know that.
Candace, I know people have been out there to hurt you, but I'm not. I promise that.
I'm here. She walked off.
Oh, man. Well, I'm glad you're here, Dawn.
Yeah.
I'm here for you guys. I really am. I know you
are.
I want to be a support.
There's so many freaking haters in this world. Oh.
I know, and that's why she doesn't want to talk to me.
I'm so afraid that I'm turning into one. Oh gosh, here we go again.
Oh.
315. What is that, New York?
Yeah, I'm sure people call you up the wazoo.
Yeah, but we only accept certain calls.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yep. The rest of them go to hell.
Exactly, and especially if they're not supporting you.
You guys, this lady wants to be anonymous. What do you mean? Why am I recording this call, Jamie? I'm not the one talking on the call, so I didn't record it. So duh. What's that even mean? Why am I recording it then? How am I recording it if I'm not even the one in the call? This call was sent to me by the lady speaking. She just doesn't want her name shared.
If they're just out there to hurt you, then I wouldn't accept.
You know what?
Yeah.
Any 423 number, I accept. Because they're from our area and they have ours.
Yeah.
Actually, Christian people.
Yep.
Good people.
Yep.
That's the truth. Anybody from our area, I accept their calls because they all are actually good people.
Yeah.
Which is like, wow, really? How is that? I don't understand that.
It's because local people are loving.
I know. But, well, you have to figure too. 75% of Tennessee voted for Trump.
Yep.
I found out too. 75% of people in Tennessee are Christian people too.
Yep. Did you vote for Trump?
Oh, I love Trump.
I love Trump too.
He's got a big mouth.
He sure does.
But he was taking on the big, politicians and shit like that, and that's what led to his demise. He could have went in and faked it and be like, oh, blah blah blah, but he was real, so they hate him.
Yep, exactly. And now we got a shit president.
Yeah.
For real.
Now they're trying to. Biden's in love with the Pope.
Yeah, and he has a special love for kids.
Yeah, I'll bet he does.
Oh, he does. I've seen some shit.
I've always wondered if the Roman Catholic Church has something to do with my daughter's disappearance. I've wondered that from day one.
I mean, everything is possible. Everything is on the table.
I've been against the Roman Catholic Church since I joined our church.
Yep.
And now they want to pass the Sunday law ban. I'm worried.
Man.
All I got to say is they better take care of my daughter. Because when I find out who's got her, there won't be no stopping me.
I know. Listen, if it was my kid, I'd be the same way.
If it was your kid, there won't be no stopping me.
Yeah.
If it's anybody's kid, there won't be no stopping me.
Exactly, because
I'm going after whoever. It doesn't matter.
Anybody who's after kids deserves to be in hell, honestly.
Right.
I was looking at the sex offenders and stuff today, and I was like, holy shit. There's a lot. There's a lot.
There is. There's a lot of missing kids in our area, which is sad. I wish we could figure out who the fuck they were. So I don't know, man.
I know.
I just wish I could figure. Why is it our law enforcement or our military or our good people of this fucking state can't figure out something? What the fuck is going on?
I know.
Something ain't right.
Something isn't right.
Something is very wrong.
Something is very, very, very wrong.
Somebody needs to have some nuts.
Yeah.
Or something, and fucking do something. I don't understand this.
I don't either.
Something is so wrong that I can't put my finger on.
I wake up every day thinking that there's something wrong with this world.
Yeah, it's called Satan.
Yeah.
And the sad part of it is the majority of our country now belongs to Satan.
I know.
Which is sad.
It really is sad. It really truly is.
Because our country was built on Christianity and freedom. freedom of choice, which is what God's all about. But,
Yep.
and now our country's gone to hell.
It's gone to hell in a handbasket.
To me, that just sounds like Penny. Exactly like Penny. I don't know. I could be wrong. You guys are getting the point. Oh, is he? Ratch? I didn't know that. You guys are getting the point. There's been a lot of games. Ziggy's brought a lot of people out here, just like Prayer Garden has. Same fashion. Ziggy brought Prayer Garden here. Although Prayer Garden was already in cahoots with the Wells by the time she got to Ziggy. How does that happen? It doesn't make sense. My earlier live, we caught my local, Beth Baugh, in shares saying they're private messaging each other. You could see a circle. You could see a ring. You can see which creators connect and which ones don't. You can see who started in Chris McDonough's discords. It is my belief that Chris McDonough fucked this case up when he brought out the hoax call. I don't believe that never should have been brought out. I believe that was meant for Mary to go tell somebody. That night, there was a huge fight up on the hill. Don got his ass beat. There was a woman running down a driveway. The police came. That really did happen while the hoax call was going on. However, nobody was arrested. Nobody went to Boston. That might have been code, my opinion. Or it could just be a hoax. After you look at the players in this, though, and you see all the church and psychic connections, it does look like a ring to me. Ziggy is always at the top of it. That's just my opinion. I explained in great detail earlier today the connections. People are starting to understand it and get it. I think it's important to watch my earlier live if you haven't yet. Let me check chat. Seems someone said his mom was married to him at some time, so I don't know. Oh, Lord. I agree. Her channel needs shut down. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. I hope I am, Kylie. I'm not saying I'm right. I look at all lanes. It always comes back to the same motherfucking people. Always. Every time. Jody's live was 12 hours long. However, just start in the middle and listen to a little bit of it. I have a phone call with Jody you guys listened to a couple weeks ago where Jody says how Chris McDonough followed her to her cancer treatment center. He would show up at random doctor's appointments to try to stop her and talk to her. Something's just not right here. Something's afoot, and I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, it smells funky as fuck. All right, guys. I've been on 8 minutes longer than I wanted to. It's been a busy day. I had the grandbabies all day. My kids are volunteering at some toy thing for Christmas, and I got the kids all week. So my schedule is going to be a little messed up, and I'll probably be pushing out videos more than lives. And then going over the lives. Yes, Jody and Ellie are connected, Ratch. They're cousins. 2 different ways, through Andy and through each other. They're both Elliots. Same with that idiot dog, the bounty hunter. Oh, yeah. Very big distraction, in my opinion. I agree, Kylie. All right, guys, but I'm going to get off of here, and I'm going to go relax for the night. I want to put my jammies back on. I've changed into my clothes like twice today. No problem, Kylie. Thank you all for being here. Peace and love. I'll see you at some point tomorrow, but it's mainly going to be videos this week just because my kids are volunteering at this toy thing. Oh, I apologize. So I'm going to be a bit busy this week babysitting the grandbabies. But I'll try to be on as much as I can, and I'll be going over the videos I make at night. Wow. I don't know about that, Kylie, but he makes me question a lot of shit. All right, guys. Peace and love. See you all tomorrow at some point. Bye.